All right, my friends, let's do this. It's time for episode. Let's get this right. 78. Last time I said it was 76, but it was actually 77. This one is 78, episode 78 of my Sunday night Stay-At-Homebodies virtual open mic where I post a set every Sunday night here on YouTube at 8 o'clock. Share that set over on my Facebook timeline. Invite my musical friends to share some of their music if they feel like doing it, or they've got something new they feel like sharing. Great. If they don't, it's no problem. I go looking for them. I'm in the process of listening and tracking down a lot of my musical friends over the years and finding their web pages and whatnot, and systematically working my way through their music. That's what I do on Sunday nights. I listen to two or three songs of each one of the musical friends that I am currently tracking down. So that's what I do. So I recommend it. Listen to your musical friends. It's a great gift you can give them. And who the hell doesn't have a musical friend these days? Let me do my little pregame here. One sec. A little bit of the Japanese incense. Love this stuff. A little Dylan light for luck. Need my Dylan light for good luck. Alright, we're going to go quasi old school here with the old glass one hitter. A little bit of the Bob Dylan Heaven's Door whiskey. This is the double barrel whiskey. I'm just about out. Got a new bottle of the bourbon that's waiting to take its place. Not much of a drinker, just a little tiny nip. Mostly just because it's Bob's whiskey. Trying to get a little hit of Bob. All right. We're no longer doing list songs. I did list songs for 9 weeks in a row, I think. Some of them were 3 songs, some of them were 2 songs, but they were all list songs. One of the types of songs that I like to write, where the verses comprise, something of a list. This particular set is a little different. I call this flipped cliches or inverted cliches, where there's a major cliche in the song or in the title that I have flipped around. You'll see what I mean. Won't be missing you for the rest of my days. I won't be drinking every night to keep your memory at bay. I won't be regretting all the things I didn't say, 'cause you're the one that didn't get away. I didn't shut you off or storm out of the place. I heard you when you told me what would make you want to stay. I set the bottle down and looked into the face of the one that didn't get away. I took in what you said, I took my share of blame, I took my time, I took you in, I took all I could take. I knew I'd never get to heaven if all I did was pray for the one that didn't get away. Know that you are true, you come from a true place, and you don't like complaining just to hear yourself complain. It wasn't always easy to listen to your pain, but you're the one that didn't get away. Splendid isolation and going my own way. I used to think if I had that, oh man, I'd have it made. Now I'm slowly dancing while the music softly plays with the one that didn't get away. I took in what you said, I took my share of blame, I took my time, I took you in, I took all I could take. I knew I'd never get to heaven if all I did was pray for the one that didn't get away. Now I don't read the paper looking for your name, and I don't search for pictures to fan that jealous flame. I don't have to worry who you're with today, 'cause you're the one that didn't get away. You're the one who didn't get away. That was a cliche when I was growing up, to hear adults talk about, oh, that was the one that got away. I don't know if that's still an expression. The one that got away, it almost sounds like they were, like trying to run away and you were keeping them or something. Like it got away like a pet parrot got away, But it was meant more like the one that got out, that you lost, it just didn't work. You tried to connect and it just got away from you. So I decided to write one about the one that didn't get away. And thus we have what I call a sort of a flipped cliche. Instead of the one that didn't get away, instead of the one that did get away, you have the one that didn't get away. This one was written in response to it was response to when did I write this? 2008. When I still gave a shit about pop music or trends or anything to do with art in the larger sense. I'm into art in the smaller sense now. The kind people have always done. Sort out your life and help the people around you. That's kind of what I'm into. But back then, boy bands were pissing me off. Now I don't give them the tiniest fragment of a thought. I don't care. Sing whatever you want. But back then, when I'd see some, teenager talking about, I'm going to love you forever. I just thought, what a bunch of horseshit. This is in response to the I'm gonna love you forever cliche. You say it's the truth you want, well, it's the truth you'll get. You're not the prettiest girl I'll ever meet. You're not the prettiest girl I've met. No, I wouldn't do anything for you. If you say we're through, I won't really be blue. But you got a little something that won't let me be. I've got a little feeling that I'll soon be free. If you wanna jump in with me, 'cause I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you for the rest of the week. You say you're through with promises, I'll only make one. I'll be gone like a puff of smoke when the week is done. You're too loud for me, you're too proud for me. Two's a crowd. God damn it. This is so hard to sing. See. When gone like a puff of smoke when the week is done. You're too loud for me, you're too proud for me. Two's a crowd for me, I'm about to be gone. But you got a little something that won't let me be. I've got a little feeling that I'll soon be free. If you wanna jump in with me, 'cause I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you for the rest of the week. It's unbearable, we're a terrible pair, you and I. You're so upsettable, so forgettable, so regrettable, so just not right. But you got a little something that won't let me be. Got a little feeling that I'll soon be free. If you wanna jump in with me, 'cause I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you for the rest of the Oh my God, what a train wreck. That is just, I guess I'm just going to have to start, if I ever play it again, play it a half step lower. It just puts the low notes way down there. Truth you'll get. Wow. I tried. You get the point. One of my hookier little melodies goes along with a message that I don't know if anybody wants to hear. Most people prefer the sweet lie to the true. Not me, but you know. A little more serious one. I wrote this with my friend T-Po Varnado in mind. T-Po is known as the rogue poet around here. He founded the Rogue Poetry Slam. Read poetry to everyone from a Dutch Brothers coffee barista to a waiter to a cab driver to an open mic crowd in a bar on a Sunday night, at music festivals, on other people's albums, recited poetry all over the valley. Well-known figure around here. Passed away just before the pandemic. Perfect timing, T-Po. You would have hated the fucking pandemic. So I wrote this with him in mind and conversations we had about his Vietnam experience. He was a combat vet over there. This is about PTSD, which he was experiencing during the, let's see, which war was this? 2010, Gulf activities. I know you think I've had enough. I know you're ready to cut me off. Tell you what, I'll hit the road. One more drink and I'll be back to go. I just heard something I didn't want to hear. The wrong damn news in the wrong damn ear. It's all over the TV, the radio. One more drink and I'll be back to go. It was hell out there, we all knew. You did whatever you had to do. Those that died went to the other side, but those that lived did too. My best friend is my memory. My best friend is my enemy. It takes me to places where I want to explode. One more drink and I'll be back to go. If you weren't there, then you weren't there. Even so, I'm glad you care. But you don't know what you don't know. One more drink and I'll be back to go. One went down, we all went down, till we got up and found the ground. Did it then, do it now. When one goes down, we all go down. Pour that drink, set it on the bar. Leave it for my brothers wherever they are. I think I can make it home. Pour that drink and I'll be bad to go. Pour that drink and I'll be bad to go. Pour that drink. All right. Rest in peace, my friend. Yeah, bad to go, good to go, flip the cliche over. That song really took me by surprise because I had that experience in those conversations with Tipo about the current war stuff triggering the old war stuff, and I'm thinking of that bad to go, just a little flip of the cliche to give it a kind of a home base. And I think I was all the way through the song, or almost to the song, thinking, one more drink and I'll be bad to go, meaning I'm just going to have another rough night including this drink. And then it just occurred to me out of the blue that the one drink is not for him. It's for his brothers. So it took me by surprise. I came out of the, when it occurred to me, it took me by surprise, and it kind of choked me up, and it still does. So, so those are three inverted, flip cliche songs. I got a few more for next week, and I think that's all I've got. And I'll pick another theme the week after that. So this was the theme this week. So I hope you've been listening. If you have been, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. It's always nice to be listened to, isn't it? And that's why I listen to my musical friends that I maybe didn't have the time and space for as much as I should have when I first was meeting them and connecting with them in the music scenes in the various places I've lived. Some of them are newer musical friends, and some of them are very, very old ones. And I'm just in the process of working my way through their stuff. There's Jim Page, who's got a zillion albums. I'm only 2 or 3 albums into his. I'm way back in the 70s, working my way forward a few songs a week. I post that on Facebook. My friend Bill Davey, I'm about maybe 3 or 4 years past when I met him in Seattle in the mid-'80s. I'm working my way forward through his albums. John Strongbow, a guy I knew in Seattle in the 80s. I've worked through almost all of the stuff. Yeah, I worked through all the stuff that he was making when I knew him, and then when I left, he continued making music, and I've got a few more albums there. And some of my Facebook friends like Dan and JJ and Janet and sometimes Billy, and sometimes who else has posted Jennifer Iffer, we call her Iffer. Sometimes people post videos and I grab them right away and put them up here. But otherwise, I'm just looking through those various Martin Ball, who plays electronic music. I've been listening to his stuff for a while. Bobby Dervich, otherwise known as Bob Feltman, my New York music buddy, produced a few songs for me way back in the day in the early 80s. And he does electronic music now, and I've been working my way through his stuff. And as he produces new stuff, Michael Whipple, he doesn't have any. I've listened to most, and Christopher Bingham and Gaia Consort and Bone Poets Orchestra. I've listened to all their stuff. Scott Garrett, I'm working my way through Scott Garrett's stuff. He's got tons of albums. I'm working my way backward in time with his particular discography. Bill Davey also has a poetry show, so I post the poetry show every week. It's called Poetry Break. Highly recommend it. So, I post all this stuff on Facebook, and that's what I'll be listening to. So you can join me if you wish. And by the way, all these songs are available free at GeneBurnett.com. Just go there, hit the musical recordings page, follow your nose. If you get to the player for a particular album where that song is, just click the little arrow on the right there, and it'll be yours. The which album, which song is from is always in the description, in the YouTube description below the video. So if you ever see a video of mine and you want that song, go below, find out what album it's on. Go to GeneBurnett.com, find that album, hit the player, hit the download. It's yours. It's all free. All right. Thanks very much for listening. Appreciate it. Breathe deep. so you could blow hard like me. All right, take it easy. See you next time.